Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, it's a venue that needs no introduction. The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Even for a Boston guy, I have levels of appreciation for the building.
I mean, when you walk into MSG, you get chilled because you understand the history that comes with competing in this arena.
Man, these women are delivering for fight fans around the world. What a start to this fight.
How could you possibly be seated when you are watching this level of activity from these two women at the beginning of the fight?
Oh, Peña's hook shot blocked. That one was telegraphed. Good job by the defense. Oh, man, does she have the jab working tonight. Beautifully done on that exchange.
She's got it going, and it's so fast, so accurate. She's really good at fighting behind her jab.
Have you seen anything like it? About a minute into the fight, these women are rolling, they are brawling. Somebody's going to go down.
I mean, somebody has to go to sleep. This is impossible a pace to keep.
Nah, she misses with the left punch there. Back and forth we go. Well, hard to see exactly where she is cut, but it's somewhere around that eye area. Maybe the best shot she's thrown tonight. Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot.
Oh, huge left. Lands a good combination.
Oh, look at that. Oh, nice body shot.
All right, so her hooks have certainly been the big storyline in this one, DC. Give us a prediction. You think she goes back to it here?
She's absolutely going to go back to it. When I look at her fight, I think of John Lineker, where he just throws hooks to the body. She's hurt real bad. Oh, there it is. That's that one, that right hand.
Oh, big left hand.
Oh, nice body shot.
Well, eventually she will turn this defense into offense, but she seems to see these strikes coming from a mile away.
She sees them a mile away, and the hands are exactly where they're supposed to be, right on the chin.
Oh, how good is her uppercut? That one landed flush. 1 minute to go in the round. Man, that can't feel good. Another uppercut landed by Pannie. What a great job by her there to double up on the jab and really giving her opponent a lot to think about on the feet.
She's having trouble processing everything that's coming at her, and she's beating her with a basic jab, but they're very nice at first.
Takedown defense holds up. Immediately gets the underhook.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch.
I see the second blow of this fight. All right, so there's the horn. The round is over, and for her, it couldn't have come at a better time. That keeps her in the fight, folks. She got knocked down near the end of the round. You got to think if there were 10 more seconds, she might have been concussed, and that would have been the end of the fight. So saved by the bell there. She now has 60 seconds with which to recover. All right, let's take a look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC, chief among it, the big knockdown courtesy of that punch.
A big knockdown off of that punch. She was flowing, letting everything go, and as she sat down on that strike, that put her opponent down. It looked like the fight was over, but we do go forward.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here.
Nice defense.
And she continues to effectively use the jab here, much like she did in the previous round. Until the opponent can stop it, you've got to go back to it.
What a great combination.
Well, we're not close to a stoppage, but every time that area in the eye gets hit, it's getting bloodier by the minute.
Yeah, it gets bloodier by the minute, and you start to worry because you can only take these types of shots for so long before it gets to a point where you're just in very, very big danger.
Oh, Peña's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Pannie Kianzad.
Big ground and pound.
ground and pound the hammer, Mark Coleman would be proud.
She has no answer, so continue to feed her the question, right hand after right hand from the top position.
Well, we haven't really seen her famed jiu-jitsu game just yet, but of course, if it's not broken, don't fix it, and she has realized a ton of success with her striking here tonight.
Every day, you have to get better. 1%, they say, as an athlete. She has shown that she got better every single day in her training camp, because we don't see her chasing takedowns as desperately as we normally see. She is comfortable in the stand-up, and she is winning these striking exchanges.
All right, so the ladies make their way back to the feet. Nice job by her there, and the crowd is just lapping it up.
Yeah, they're loving her willingness to fight to get back to her feet. She never accepted being on the bottom, so even though it was difficult, she got it done, and now she looks to impose herself on her opponent.
All right, so no surprise to see her continuing to attack that area. That cut is going to get wider with every passing moment of the fight.
You know, generally you expect it to get worse. When you're fighting someone like her, you know it's going to get worse because she's as sharp and as crisp as any striker you ever step in the octagon with. So she's going to be on that cut and attacking that cut relentlessly.
Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the...
Strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still standing.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent's finish.
Tracked down by Peña. Oh, saved by the bell. Round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell. Back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose. So that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but certainly something we'll keep an eye on here moving forward. All right, so a huge moment for her in that previous round, DC, as we show you some of the highlights. The knockdown nearly closed the show for her.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on the knockdown because it looked like the fight was over. Now, is her opponent tough? Yes. But is her opponent smart enough to make the necessary adjustment as this fight goes forward?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, pretty good showcase for these two women in the previous round. As our next round gets underway, some risk management in the previous 5 minutes there.
This is a big moment for both of these fighters. Somebody is really going to have to make a decision that...
And she did not miss there. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick. I don't know how she's standing.
Goodness, back and forth we go. Massive shots being landed on both sides. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Kianzad. Man, she has done her homework. Another ground strike gets through.
That was nice.
She's got her back now.
You need to work out this position.
Three minutes. Well, not in the stoppage zone yet, Daniel, but that cut is getting worse by the minute.
It's getting worse and worse because she has not moved her head. She's got to move her head before she starts to see the strikes coming in her direction.
Oh, Peña's able to flatten her out. She could be in real trouble now.
Oh, right into mount.
Nice positional control here. Man, Mark Coleman would be proud. Her ground and pound game is on point. Trying to establish that jab once again. Takedown defense holds up, and they separate.
Never seen anything like this, J.A. How in the world are these two women still standing?
Well, she is clearly gassed out at this point of the fight. The stamina is low, and even when she misses a strike, that is an exhausting effort as well. So, not a good look for her here. Oh, she is absolutely getting lit up right now. She has certainly changed her approach here in the latter stages of this fight. She is trying to take the judges out of it. That'll certainly help that goal. Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of... Maybe the best shot she's thrown tonight. Her opponent's up. The referee is going to step in here, and he has momentarily halted the action. He will call on the doctor. We'll see if he ends up stopping this fight due to that cut she's dealing with.
Well, you could see it, right? You could see from the damage. You could see from her reactions to the cut that we would have to make a decision, and not her decision. Look.
Well, it looks as though the fight is going to continue. The fans like that. Perhaps she's got to really go for it now.
She's got to really go for it. She's going to have to empty the chamber here. She's going to have to empty the gas tank trying to finish this fight.
All right, well, she is about as tough as it gets. She wants to...
Shot double leg.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so with some urgency, the cut man making his way inside the octagon here at the end of the round. Quickly, they get her back to the stool. They got to work on that cut, and quickly. Well, she absorbed way too many damaging strikes in that previous round. We'll see if we can isolate the replay that caused the cut.
Yeah, she was on the receiving end of a beating, man. It did not look competitive, and when you get hit with shots like this, big shots, shots that matter, you start to show damage. That cut opened up, and she is really struggling with it now.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. There, you see the seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad.
Well, her striking has been great tonight, rocked her opponent pretty significantly, but you got to think there's a little bit of disappointment that she wasn't able to get the fight.
Oh, she hurt her.
Well, they are professional athletes for sure, and they both had their moments in the fight, but cardio has not been a strong suit. Look at this body language, man.
They're both exhausted. They're done. This has been a great fight. Let's see which one of these young women has enough to win the fight and see how she goes about it.
They're probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively. Oh, nice right in.
Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. Beautiful diving strike lands. Oh, man, at this stage of the fight, she is just masked in blood. Might be time to call on the ringside physician.
Nice.
Lands with the ground and pound here. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. A series of punches from the top here by Peña. All right, so at this point, the ringside physician would be well within his right to stop the fight as the referee calls for him once again.
We get it. Toughness on full display, but this damage is too much. You gotta stop the fight.
Yeah, the doctor just stopped the fight. He doesn't care about your feelings. He doesn't care about the boos from the fans. He cares about the fighter. Too much blood to continue.
Yeah, too much blood to continue. He cares about the fighter's health, and this was the right call.
We send it in there now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight.
Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Julianna, the Venezuelan vixen, Peña.
Well, not unlike the great Israel Adesanya, she doesn't hope and pray. She aims and fires, and she is still the UFC Women's Bantamweight champ.
What a great champion that rules atop this division. She's the queen of the world in one of the UFC's best women's divisions.